Well, welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I am your host, Matthew Horkey.
Hi, I'm Shireen Tan.
When I introed, I had a itch on my throat. Welcome back to the show today. We have another exciting episode because we're talking all about Santa Rita Hills and Santa Maria Valley high-end Chardonnay. I bet you were excited for this episode.
Very much. Let's go for it.
Okay, but before we get started, I want to let you know that this video has not been paid for in any way, shape, or form. But if you do like these videos, they add value to your life. Check out our guide to the wines of Santa Barbara called Sipping Santa Barbara.
Recommended wines and producers.
It's on Amazon, Kindle, EPUB, PDF, all that stuff. It'll be up on the screen. So we're getting ready to taste these wines. You know, I used the Coravin to extract the wines, and thank you to Coravin for the Model 2 Elite. They gave us a test sample to use for these shows. We wouldn't have gotten through the shows without it. It's great. Extract some wine. The cork's still in the wine. The wine can rest and live for another day, nice and fresh. We're pouring into these beautiful Gabriel Gold Edition hand-blown glasses, 95 grams a glass, super light, super nice. Ready? Let's get. I'll have a discount code for the Gabriel glass somewhere at the end of the video. Let's get started here. So Chardonnay. Okay, you scared me there. Can you put this there?
I want to play it.
Chardonnay. So you know, Chardonnay is probably the grape. If you had one grape to represent Santa Barbara County, I would think Chardonnay would be it, right?
Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, and Syrah.
Yeah. But across the board, Chardonnays are fantastic. You know, two of the main areas, if you go to Santa Barbara County, that you're going to hear about Santa Rita Hills and Santa Maria Valley, both cooler climates, which is surprising for how far south Santa Barbara County is. So let's get started. These are all higher-end wines. First, we have Longoria. This is the Chardonnay 2014 Santa Rita Hills Cuvée Diana. $45 US. Rick Longoria was the first winemaker actually to establish the wine ghetto in Lompoc, a very cool place. We had too much fun. We were there last time. Cuvée Diana is made for his wife, Diana, who we met at the tasting room. Fantastic lady. Let me see if this is a vineyard breakdown. It just says blend of the best lots of Chardonnay. So let's get started here. It's barrel fermented. Let's give this a logo. You prefer Santa. It's nice because we have one Santa Rita Hills and we have two Santa Maria Valley, right? You're deep in thought already. Let me smell this.
Caramel, a little bit of mineral to it on the nose too.
It smells like a big California Chardonnay, what I would expect too. A lot of banana, just a touch of wood, not overly woody.
This is really interesting. I don't usually feel that way about wine, but this really paints a picture for me. I really imagine myself to be in a wet bathing suit, you know, by the beach, under the sun.
Because it's salty.
Yeah, salty and sun. Yeah. You smell it on your wet clothes.
I have to say, I'm not usually a huge fan of big, fat, ripe California Chardonnays, but this one is really intriguing. I really like the nose so far. You?
I love it.
You love it? Okay.
Not fat at all. Really good acidity.
Great bright acidity, mineral driven.
Wow.
Bright, ripe. There is wood on it. Not too much wood, though. It's not going to rip your face off. The wood is actually a compliment. It's a seasoning. It tastes really nice on the wine. It's full-bodied Chardonnay, mineral-driven, but laced with this gorgeous acidity that stretches at the length. This is a beautiful wine.
Might be. This is not the most memorable Chardonnay that we've tasted among all the Chardonnays that we tasted, but this is definitely my favorite. Like, that's what this is the Chardonnay that I'm used to. This is the style that I typically look for. If I get this at dinner, I'll be happy.
I'm a 4.3 out of 5 on this. I think this is fantastic wine. Really fantastic.
You know, I don't score, but I would go for 4.5.
Really? I was actually thinking 4.4, and I was thinking conservative, so maybe I go 4. Like, scores really mean anything anyway. But, okay, you did. I'll go 4.4. That's what I put on our Vivino account. This is the kind of wine I want to drink. It's drinking beautifully now. Rick Longoria, I love the wines. I love the house. I feel like he doesn't get enough attention because his wines are always beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you love it, right?
God, it's just this amazing clarity in this wine. And I love that it's actually quite oaky on the nose, but it's not that kind of heavy, straightforward toasted nose. It's caramel.
This is big California Chardonnay done right, in my opinion.
It's just great Chardonnay.
What's the alcohol on this bad boy? Cuvée Diana, 13.5. Okay, nice. Good job, Rick. Good job. We're moving on to Dierberg. Dierberg and Star Lane, they're two estates. This is their Santa Maria Valley Dierberg Vineyard, single vineyard 2014 Chardonnay, $32. Tyler Thomas is the winemaker. His wines continue to impress us. All of the wines. This has, obviously, I don't know if you can see this has a real
little bit
golden darker color. Let's get. I am really excited. Dierberg's wine. This is $32. This is $40. The Au Bon Climat. This is $45. I would like if this just shot right past it, but we'll see. Because their wines deliver more. Oh, you're liking it already, huh?
This is really interesting. It's a little bit more spicy on the nose.
Different.
It almost smells a little bit dusty as well. Not in a bad way.
But the fruit really comes through for me. It's like pure pineapple for me. Sliced pineapple. Touch of vanilla. This is a little bit more, got a little more spice, a little bit more saltiness on the nose. What else you picking up?
Coming close to tropical fruit, in fact.
Really ripe. Let's give it a go. Excuse me.
There's a little bit of a light herbaceous lift to it.
Great mouthfeel. Fantastic mouthfeel. It's herbal on the back end.
Yeah.
This is another one. We just did that episode on Liquid Farm where one of the Chardonnays kind of had this herbal kind of a Sauvignon Blanc-y type finish. That's what I get on this. The spiciness, not that it tastes or acts like a Sauvignon Blanc. It's big, round Chardonnay. This just has a little more fruit. This has more minerality, but I think they're pretty much the same quality scale. What do you think?
The contrast of the fullness and the acidity can be found in both, and both are fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
Please, sir, can I have the spittoon?
This is, I think both 4.4. I can't tell which one I like more. I think they're more. And for this being at $32, good job by Dierberg. I have a feeling that their prices are going to go up because they're getting monster scores from Robert Parker, Venice. Yeah. Are you as high on this as the Longoria?
I would take another full glass of it later. I find the nose very intriguing.
Oh, you're going to take a full. Let's move on. Excellent show so far. Really, you know what? And these wines are all really enjoyable now, which I really like about. They have some city to hold for a few years, but I really like them now. We're moving on to one of Shireen's favorite producers. When we first went to Santa Barbara, she said we have to go there. This is the Au Bon Climat Nuits-Blanches Bouge. If I pronounce my French is bad. The Peerless 2014. This is from his blue label. This is from two vineyards, the Biennacido K Block and the Le Bon Climat Estate Vineyard across the river from the K Block. Yeah, blue label. This is his premium wine, $40. I'm ready to give this a go. Did you pour yourself already?
I did.
No more?
No, it's fine.
Now this is a little bit more richer. Got a little bit more
I think
oak.
this is more Californian Chardonnay for me.
Yeah.
I didn't think that's like a typical style.
This, when I smell it, it's almost like his Hildegard, his blend that I was talking about. The wood shows a bit much now, but it's going to melt in a few years. But it's because the fruit is so rich and bright. You can really, really get a lot of tropical fruit in this.
I'll tell you what. This wine kind of reminds me of Miani Chardonnay. Miani from Friuli.
Ooh, it's powerful.
It's really tight in the mouth.
Miani is one of our favorite producers, Friuli Venezia Giulia, cult producer in Italy. Completely different style than these two. These two are drinking a little bit butter now, but a lot of wood here. Don't be scared of the wood because this is some
a lot of fruit.
The fruit is really ripe. This is some serious juice. How much longer you want to keep this in bottle before you think you're drinking this?
Easily 10 years.
Really?
I think it's a very powerful wine.
I mean, it's got
8 years.
It's got some muscle, definitely.
Like Miani Chardonnay, it's a wine that I appreciate. I can drink a glass. I don't think I can drink more than 2 glasses of this. It's really powerful.
This is powerful Chardonnay.
It's Chardonnay for a red wine drinker.
I'm having a hard time scoring because I'm not enjoying drinking it as much as these two now. but I see the potential going out. It's going to be fantastic with a couple more years in bottle.
It's really spicy on the finish from the oak.
Which one what your overall feeling on the three?
Full-fledged aging potential. I think if you do it quite analytically, I would say Au Bon Climat is probably maybe a better wine than Dierberg. But I personally love the Dierberg the most. And
More than the Longoria.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm talking about Longoria. I love the Longoria the most. I think the Dierberg has a place to fill as well because this is much more acidic, lemon, crisp.
I think I'm going 4.4s on both, and I think I might go 4.5 on Jim's just because I see the fruit is so ripe, it's so big, and it's going to last. The wine is, good job. Just like it's held a card.
It's one of those Chardonnay with tannins. Sorry, I'm just still feeling it. Wow. Fantastic.
So good job. Jim's a real influential probably one of the most influential winemakers in Santa Barbara County. Check them out. I will put the links to all these wines in the description box. These wines, I think all three of these wines basically are only getting in the winery. I think they have limited distribution. So yeah, check it out. Guys, I'm going to put the discount code for the Gabriel Glass Standard Edition up on the screen. You get 15% off the Standard and the Alpha Decanter. Check out our guide to the wines of Santa Barbara, Sipping Santa Barbara. Anything else you want to add up, as this is our last Chardonnay episode on Santa Barbara County.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hang out in the cellar after this. I'll just drink through everything.
So, guys, you can tell how much Shireen loves Chardonnay.
I love Chardonnay from Santa Barbara.
And White Burgundy.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. I will see you
in the next episode.